Be the change. Welcome to the scariest place. One of the scariest place is in YouTube. This is a channel where my goal is healing. I know that you have the capability to heal every single layer of yourself and your life and all parts of your life that you're not happy with. You can change all of it. You can change it all. And you can thrive. You can build yourself up. You can find your confidence. You can release your grief. You can do so many things. It does just require to go within for a little bit and to get to know thyself. And so beautiful, you're so beautiful, such a beautiful soul. um there's nothing in your there's nothing hidden from you that is going to take away from your beauty or from your grace or from how lovable you are. Or it doesn't matter, whatever you find in the hidden places in yourself, it's okay. You are already loved. You already are fully accepted and you're already fully loved. So take a deep dive into yourself. It's all I can say. Like, yeah, it's painful. Yeah, you might cry and act like a baby sometimes. That's okay too. You release it, let it go. And your life will, everybody in your life too, all the people that you surround yourself with, all the jobs that you do, all the passion projects that you have, everything that you have going on in your life will reap the benefits of the work that you do inside of yourself. And we're programmed and we are we're just made in a way that we're not going to want to look at that. That's how we've been trained and that's how we've been lived our lives. This is how we've been molded in a way. And so because once you start going in there and you start releasing all these things, you also find your freedom. And freedom is great and freedom is good. And freedom is also having a sense of peace and strength within yourself that is very different. You are going to be a different person, peaceful within yourself, than you are fearful within yourself. And so doing the work, do it, do it, do it, do it, do the work, and have so much fun afterwards. Do the work. And we have the heart showing up. Heart. Loving relationships. Loving relationships and the root chakra shown here. So loving relationships. I mean, loving relationships depends on how you have been trained. What did they teach you when you grew up? Your family, your friends, your early school people, the people earlier in your life. What did they teach you? How did they show you? What kind of relationships were you around? And how do you feel about yourself? Like, these are two very big things to think about. Like, how you were raised, what kind of models did you have to look up to, and what did you have to model after to create these loving relationships or to be a part of loving relationships? Were you encouraged that you were a lovable person that was good to be in a relationship with? Is going to also determine how you feel about yourself, if you feel like you are worthy of loving relationships. And I know we all say it in the mask and we're like, oh, sure, yeah, I'm going to get married by that and I'm going to have my kids and do all that jazz and I'm going to be fine. And then there you are going within and you're like, really, I'm so insecure about these parts of myself. I don't like this part of myself. I wish I had never done that. It's so shameful. I feel like I'm a bad person because of something I did. I feel like I'm a bad person because of this and that. And there are all these things that are going on inside of us, even though we might smile and put on a face and be all happy and merry outside. So how can you create these loving relationships in your life? Who do you have to love first and foremost? Possibly the great divine, however you want to translate it, however you want to call it. It's okay. There are so many different roads to the same place. So however you feel comfortable, where you feel comfortable, if you're in the church, if you're in wherever, you can do all of that. You just have to find a deeper meaning behind everything and dig deep. You still have to go within. You still have to look within. And so the heart chakra, loving relationships. I choose love. I open my heart to love and joy and move gracefully through my relationships. It is safe for me to feel love for myself, life, and others. I allow universal love to permeate every cell of my body. I am worthy of love. I am loved. So no matter what you have done or where you have been in your life, you are lovable. You are worthy of love. I don't care what you did. I don't care who you, whatever. It is what it is. Lay it down. Just starting now, starting fresh, starting from today. You are worthy. You are lovable, and it's all good. And the better relationship you get with yourself, the more you are going to set healthy boundaries. You are going to require people to show up for you in certain ways. And there's no like, oh, maybe they should treat me more like that. No, we're done with that. We're over that. Now it's the time to what do you demand and command? Like this is how I need my relationships to be, not in a controlling way, but just like this is what I need for myself. This is what I want in my life. This is what I don't want. And you can say no, you can say yes to the things that you want. It's okay, even though maybe other people want to try and maneuver you into their own truth. You always are in charge of your own destiny, your own life. So let's see. Loving relationships. The best loving relationships, be your own best friend. Be your own best friend. That was the message that I was given from the Divine Father, Mother, from the Great Divine. I was so beating up on myself. I couldn't stand myself. I never went out. I was in a horrible place. And the Great Father said to me, he said, be your own best friend and give yourself a good hug. And I had no one else in my life to do these things. So I had to eventually listen and start to talk to myself in a better way. I had to start doing things that was actually good for me. I had to learn what kind of things are actually good for me. How do I build myself up? I had to learn all these things because all the people that I did have in my life for a long time were breaking me down. That was their job, I guess. And so my soul, my spirit, my journey was not going to end like that. So I had to go out on my own to figure things out. And you can do it too. Going within is going to give you the answers that you might be seeking on how you can find your happiness, joy, and your bliss in your life. And let's see, we got self-love. Perfect. Loving relationships, self-love. You are worthy and deserving of all the abundance in the universe. Treat yourself with the love and respect you desire, and others will follow suit. So once you start to treat yourself respectfully and you start to take yourself seriously, you start to set your boundaries and you start to not allow a lot of bull crap and lies and manipulation and all that stuff to take you off your own journey in your own life. Your soul is here. You are doing the work. You are doing good. You have to hang on to it and give yourself the love that you need along the way. And emotions, feelings, expression, moods, and balance. With self-love, it's a feeling like love, gratitude, appreciation, feelings like they are like little clouds, like puffy clouds. We have been trained though in the society for a long time to stuff it down, don't think about it, stuff it down, don't feel about it, just do what is expected, or just do what you think you have to do, or do the things that you think you're supposed to do, and do all that. And so we have been trained to do these things. And so emotions, sometimes we keep them down. It's like, okay, emotions, it's not appropriate to be angry, it's not appropriate to feel jealous, it's not appropriate to be feel rage, it's not appropriate to be depressed, it's not appropriate, so many things that's not appropriate. And it's like, whatever. Whatever, if you feel like lashing out, then lash out, or don't hurt anybody or yourself. Like, don't create consequences. Everything that you do creates consequences. If you are willing to take the consequences of what you do, there's the world out there. You can do whatever you want to do. Like, that's the free will. But if you don't want the consequences of whatever it is that you want to do, then maybe you should think about it and just respond rather than react sometimes. Self-love, let's see. I choose love. Like, you have to choose these things. Choose to be your own best friend. Choose to treat yourself right. Choose to become the empress. Why not? Why not build yourself up so hard? You do so much self-work and you go so deep within that you release all of the stuff that is keeping you down. Like the stuff that you want to release when you go inside. I shall assure you that if you were like if you were in the water and you had all these layers of crap hanging onto you, like that you're going to be releasing, you would be sinking to the bottom. Like, and every time you release something, you would get a little bit more towards the surface. And that's exactly what it's like to walk around on this planet Earth, heavy loaded human being, not even knowing how we're supposed to release these things, not even knowing how we're supposed to work on these things, because most of the time the religion or the powers to be, they don't want us to go inside and figure out these things and release these things so that you can thrive and be your best self. Because fearful people are easy to control. Fearful people are easy to manipulate. Fearful people are easy to guide. Fearful people are easy to have consent from. Yeah, we want to change it. Let's scare the crap out of them first, and then we'll get a unanimous vote or whatever it's called. So peaceful people, strong people, self-caring, loving people. No, now you stand on a completely different ground. And this is the ground that you want to be rising up in your life, within yourself, from yourself, within yourself, and rise up and become that empress that can give birth and give life to so many things, projects, babies. You can create new life. There is this is femininity, like being the divine feminine, caring, nurturing, loving, and also having the ability to plan things out, strategy. And perhaps the thing that you are birthing right now is to say, go, okay, here's your test. Here's a test for you, actually. Back in school again. Here's your test for you. So we're going to grade it. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to grade it, but here's a test for you. So go to the bathroom mirror, or any mirror. Like, go to a mirror. And when you go to the mirror, you stand there, you look yourself in the eyes, and you say, I love you. You are worthy. I love you. You are worthy. And you say these things to yourself. And when you say it, notice how it makes you feel. And that's your cue. That's your clue to how you truly feel about yourself, and if you are even allowing yourself to love yourself like that without feeling weird or being shameful, or now you're selfish and you're so self-absorbed and you just do your own thing. And yeah, you're right, I'm going to do my own thing, and I'm going to be self-absorbed for a little bit because I lost myself along the way. So now I have to recoup, regroup, and find my inner self again, find my strength again, find my purpose again. And that's exactly what is happening. So the new thing that you're birthing here, it might just be a sense of self-love. When you look in that mirror, however you feel about it, this is where you're at when it comes to your self-love. And your self-love, it will determine all of the results that you get in your life, in every area of your life. Love, relationship, friendships, colleagues, social groups, organizations, religious groups, hobbies, gyms. Everywhere you go and interact with people, it will have an impact. So starting this journey, choosing love, 201s, you choose love today, and then find a routine. Okay, so here, find a routine. Like maybe every day you look yourself in the mirror and you tell yourself that you care for yourself. Like, I love you, you are beautiful, you are great, you can do this, like whatever. You look yourself dead in the eye and say it until you feel completely comfortable saying it. Now you don't feel weird anymore. You don't feel like you're doing something wrong, or you don't feel whatever you feel like, however it makes you feel. You don't feel that anymore. And now you put it into your routine. Like, choose love, choose yourself every day. Make it into a routine. Create some kind of a plan that you can have every day. You remind yourself, like, to be the change that you want to be in your life. And you remind yourself, you put a little routine so that every day, maybe you have a sticky note on the mirror. Remember to love yourself today, or remember to appreciate your existence, or whatever. And then you look in the mirror and you create little things like that, gratitude list, everything that you're grateful for like 30 days. And miracles come from there. Like, I'm serious, because eventually, at first that might be weird too, but once you do it over and over and over again, you're going to get these little sprouts that starts popping up inside of you, and now you're going to start feeling the gratitude, and you're going to feel the warmth, and you're going to feel all that stuff. And that's where the magic starts to happen. Now you are attracting really, really good things into your life, which is absolutely where you want to be in your life. So you can attract good stuff. Page of Pentacles. Someone is very practical in nature, reliable, all good stuff. Young, maybe childlike spirit. reliable, and practical. So this might be a message for someone out there that practical is good. Like practical is great. I can assure you that, for example, in my from myself, if I was more practical, I probably would have achieved more things in my life. Being more practical and structured and stuff like that is really important. But it's also important to allow your emotions to guide you. Like allow your emotions to be your guides, and the reason why we have them. Like it, if you feel terrified, maybe there's a threat that you need to get away from it, and this is how your body will tell you that get out of there, like now, like yesterday. And then perhaps it's somewhere you feel really peaceful or you feel good and it just feels easy to be there, like as if there's just like peace or some kind of different sense of just it's all right. And those emotions, then maybe that's an area that it would be good for you to be in. And so your emotions can guide you in so many ways. And the intuition, the little whisper from the divine itself, like from the great divine, your intuition is coming out of you, like inside of you, if you are quiet enough to listen. And so going beyond and really being able to feel. It's safe to feel. You can feel all the emotions. You don't have to react to them. You don't have to act on them. You can feel them and still hold them to yourself. You don't have to act or interact with anybody. If they don't deserve your emotions, then you could just hold it and savor it and say some manifestation stuff instead of giving it away to someone who doesn't care. Like use it as a manifestation tool instead and use it for your benefit. And emotions are really, really important. Strength. Being strong. How do you know show your strength? Power and courage can be very quiet sometimes. It doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be obnoxious, or it doesn't have to be like firing back, and it doesn't have to be like weird in any way. Strength and power can be very quiet, and it can just come from within because you have the confidence, you've done the layered work, you've gone beyond your insecurities, you've gone beyond your whatever expectation you put to things, you've gone beyond your judgments on things, you've gone beyond these things that make you think that your strength is only what you show outside. And once you get into your core of yourself, that's where you're going to find the true strength and the quiet, solid, strong knowing and strength. It's a good place to be in. It's really triggering for a lot of people. So once you find the space within yourself, you are going to feel really good about it. And almost everybody else is going to feel really bad about it. So you just do it anyway. And this is how you can teach other people what is possible. If you show up peaceful and you show up in a way within yourself that is solid and loyal and sense of maybe chivalry, or what's it called? Having honor and being an honorable person and standing up in values and stuff, right? Having a good foundation and showing your strength like that. Choosing love, loving relationships, anything toxic that makes you feel confused, makes you feel bad about yourself, makes you feel depressed, make you question stuff, make you question yourself, make you question your purpose, make you sideswipe you for a little bit. All these things, all of those relationships, snip, 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 snip. Bye, 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 bye. And then just let it go. Toxic is toxic. Now you're going to focus on loving relationships. Even if you have to be alone for like 3 years before you meet another one that you want to connect to, or that is actually uplifting and actually truly is supportive to you as you are as a person, all aspects of you as a person, however you come out under your divine guidance. And you find people who support you like that, your soul group, they would call it. And then you can find a network of support and strength from other people too that you can bring. And this is how you can create these loving relationships. First, you have to establish it within yourself so that you feel lovable and you feel worthy, and you do it because you know that it is true. Not trying to preach anything, but I'm preaching here. You know that it's true because you might be insecure in your ego might be insecure, but behind there You know what kind of badass person you are, or like what kind of strength you have, how resilient you are, how smart you are. You know all these things, and it's from your soul. And that's where you want to be, in your soul. Six of Wands. And you're gonna be like doing this here emotion work, the self-love, all that stuff, finding that grounding within yourself. You're going to be celebrated. Like people are going to notice, and they're going to be like, congratulations, that is really hard to do. Like not many people on planet Earth find that kind of solidness within themselves. And so you're going to be receiving praise and congratulations. And choosing love. Yes, I choose love. I choose love. I mean, there's so much raggedy anger. There's so much. People think I'm super naive, which is okay with me. It doesn't matter to me. But they think I'm naive because I'm kind and I'm loving. And then unconditional love don't put any conditions on what kind of behavior is. Okay, you behave like that. Now I'm going to not love you because, but you know, unconditional love, you don't have to give your time to it or whatever. Observing and just doing your thing. Right. You don't have to be naive just because you have kindness and support and all that stuff, because your strength comes from there. And that's your strength comes from there. So, and this is now Esther and Abraham Hicks says. Esther and Abraham Hicks, the law of attraction, say. So talking about here segments. So next segment in my life today is going to probably be the couch, the couch for I'm tired because of circumstances in my life. But the next segment in your life, what is the next thing that you're going to do in your life? Like what is the next thing that you're going to be doing? And then you start visualizing that next part of your life, what you want it to look like. How do you want to feel when you do that? How do you want it to work out? What do you want the results to be like? And visualize it in your head, and segment by segment by segment. And now you're influencing your own experience in your life. For some, you may find it more efficient and effective to carry a small notebook and physically stop and identify the segment while you write a list of your intentions in your notebook. For as you are writing, you will find yourself at your strongest point of clarity and at your strongest point of focus. And so, in the beginning of your deliberate segment intending, you might find a notebook a very great and a valuable asset. Setting intentions for the next segment. Write it out. Sharpen your focus, sharpening your energy, taking it back, taking the power back. Self-love. You are worthy of love. You are lovable. You always were and you always will be. The beautiful light in me. It honors, it loves, and respects the same beautiful light in you. Till next time, namaste.